Hey everybody out there, today for you guys we are going to be doing a deck profile on the Death by Snoo Snoo. Yes, Death by Snoo Snoo, yay! Oh, yes, I know. All jokes aside guys, this deck is really fun to play. Amazons are a deck I've always enjoyed playing because of their way that they actually are utilized. If you look up my channel actually going back, you'll see for many years now, I've actually done a couple, deck profiles on Amazons. And the reason why I say I've always liked their playing style is they're a little bit old-fashioned. If you guys are not familiar or not been in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh since the beginning, Amazons were one of the original quote-unquote archetypes in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, I would say. Probably the top 10, one of the top, the first 10 archetypes really come out in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And had a cohesive archetype actually. And their playing style is very unique in itself and very old-fashioned because it uses a lot of battle tricks, I guess you could say. It was a battle-based deck initially. And for that reason, I've always liked this deck for that reason. Because it's just so cool and it's a little archaic and it's a little fun. Because we don't really utilize the battle phase as much as we used to, I feel like, in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! With its evolution. But no matter what, I still love the deck. And without further ado, let us get into a deck profile, guys. So, first we run 3 Amazon's Princess. Princess is a staple 3 of in the deck. There's no doubt about it. If you guys are familiar with Amazons, when this card came out originally from the Legacy of Duelist series, really good. If you guys have played Duel Links, you've seen how good Amazons are on there. I mean, that doesn't compare anything to real life Yu-Gi-Oh! I get it. But you saw how good this card was. So, it's pretty well known. The other card we run, guys, is 3 Amazoness Queen. Now, initially, back in the day, when I last profiled this deck profile, I was running double Amazon, triple Amazoness Princess, and just 2 Queen. You can do that, but from playtesting, I decided to run 3 of the Queen as well because it's going to help protect your Amazons and help set up some some very good boards. So for that reason, I decided to run 3 Amazoness Queen. And also, it's going to help you be utilized to help go into your fusion plays, which is essential in the deck because then you can go for your big, Amazoness Empress, which is pretty dang good. And now that we're under, technically Master Rule 5, you can easily go for, Amazoness Pet Lagger and Amazoness Empress on the field at the same time instead of having to make a link and then dedicated more resources, which was a problem when those cards initially came out. Now you don't have to worry about that. So 3 Queen. Amazoness Swordswoman is one that I've always liked, but I've kind of always gone back and forth with her. The fact is, she is really good, but at the same time, she's decent. But I do like her at the end of the day as a 3 of in the deck because the problem the Amazonists have, for the most part, is besides the newer cards they've gotten like Amazoness Spy, which we'll talk about here in a second, Princess, they don't have a really amazing variety of cards. I've seen some people run Amazoness, the one that destroys back row. I find that very slow. I would rather run MST than that card because you can only destroy the card at the end of the battle phase. That's not good enough for me. I want to destroy it before I do anything. The other card I've seen is Amazoness Trainee. I've seen Amazoness Scouts be run. There's a bunch of different Amazons out there that some people tech in. Me personally, I just like Amazoness Swordswoman as a 3 of. And it's really good because it's going to help your opponent take a lot of the damage. So that's really good. And then that you can sometimes destroy them by bringing out other monsters. Next we run 3 Amazoness Spy. This is going to be useful mainly to help go for fusion plays and link plays. Due to the fact that your Amazoness Empress and your Amazoness Pet Liger are both just going to require an Amazoness monster in addition to Amazoness Queen and Amazoness Tiger. So this is going to be one of your main ways you're going to be doing that because it's easy to get out. Plus it's good for link fodder, and plus it's good for helping go for one Exceed monster that we run in the deck actually. So it's a good card. I really like it in the deck as a 3 of, and I feel it's pretty staple. We used to used to, mind you, with certain plays back when it was legal, and if it ever does come back, I would run it. MX Saber Invoker. If that ever comes off the the list, I would definitely put that back in the extra deck because it worked very well with this card in this deck. So if that ever does come back, you can definitely run that in the deck. I also run one Amazon's Paladin. You can run any other Amazon you want to. I like Paladin because it can become a little bit of a beater, and that's nice in a way because it can help go around problematic cards that may be a problem. You don't have to run Amazon's Paladin. It's just a tech option choice I like. I've seen people run, like I said, Sage, which helps destroy back row. I found that too slow. I've seen people run Scouts. I've seen people run Trainee. There's a bunch of different things you could run. I just wanted to fill space with one more card that's an Amazon just in case, besides the ones I already have in the main deck. Next, I run two Amazon's Baby Tiger. You only need to run two Amazon's Baby Tiger. I saw people before previously running this at multiples, at 3 of. I understand why, but you really just need you only really are going to need 2. It's going to help you go for link plays, fusion plays, etc., etc. Then we have Amazon's Tiger, 2 of it, which can become a beater in its own right once you get the board set up. One other thing I forgot to mention, guys, I'll go back here and talk about this for a second. Because we have Amazon's Tiger out here too, is Amazon's Paladin, because it's a rank 4 and Amazon's Tiger's a rank 4 and you have some other rank 4s in the deck, you're not always, like for Amazon's Swordswoman, it is a rank 4, but you're sometimes not going to need to use the effect. Maybe you want to go for an Exceed play. This gives you the option to do so. That's another reason I ran Amazon's Paladin, is because sometimes I found while Tiger's effect is decent, sometimes you want to go for a rank 4 play. And this allows you to do it. Plus, it gives you more Amazons to utilize with Amazon's Village. So that's something I forgot to mention just now. But 2 Tiger, 2 Baby Tigers, all you need. These help you go for your fusion plays. So, yep. Next up, we run your Hand Traps, pretty decent. Your 3 Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, pretty straightforward for you guys. You can run any hand traps that you wish. I would definitely say that's pretty normal. Like if you want to run DD Crow, Ghost Ogre, Joyous Springs, there's a bunch of different things you can run. But Ash Blossom is just generic and it hits just about everything I find nowadays. Amazon's Call. This is something that Amazonists needed for a long time. The fact that it's a quick play spell is just awesome. But it being a searcher for the deck is something this deck always needed, and I was happy when this card actually became legal for us over here in the TCG, and I was so excited when this card was even announced, because it was just like, yes, this is something you really need in the deck. Next, 3 Amazonist Village. You want to run 3 Amazonist Village. You could run 2 or 3. It's up to you. Me, I run it with 1 Terraforming in addition to it. This is what I've been running. It's been working well. You want to get to this card because if you're using your Amazons, because they're very battle based, you want to get to this card as quickly as you can for that reason, because the deck, while it can do links, exceeds, and fusions, which it does have a fusion engine, at the same time, if you get what I'm trying to say, it also has that archaic battle style, which is really cool. And Amazon's Village is going to help you utilize that till its best. You know, something gets destroyed, you can float into something else. That's the nice thing about it. Thank you for the holo prints, speed duels. I was happy when I got a holo print finally. Polymerization, I'm running 2 of in the deck, and you may say, why are you just running 2 Polymerization? I like to run Ultra Polymerization. This is a tech option. This is something I've tried out. I've been running the deck for about 2-3 years, about a year and a half now. You can either run 3 polymerizations or try Ultra Polymerization. You can try it out and see how you feel about it, but at the end of the day, I'd like 2 polymerizations and Ultra Polymerization. I'm hoping in the future we have a way to search out polymerization maybe a little bit more easier in the deck. It would be a little bit nicer. But alas, that's what we have. For your generic level 1s that are pretty good, like I said, you do go for rank 4s fairly often. That's why I'm running things like Double or Nothing. Rhoda, it's a warrior-based deck. Upstart Goblin, because make it a 39 card deck, make it, draw a little bit to your cards. Foolish Burial is for your Amazonist Baby Tiger, because you can set it up in grave and then start utilizing and abusing it. This is another reason why I consider this to be kind of your 3rd Amazonist Baby Tiger. And then lastly, Monster Reborn, because it's Monster Reborn, and then you can abuse things by bringing them back, etc., etc. So that's pretty straightforward there. The double or nothing, that's up to you to decide if you want to run it. Like I said, I find myself sometimes with these rank 4s going for rank 4 plays. And the ability maybe with certain situations I've had where, like, okay, they've taken damage from a swordswoman, and then I'm able to bring it, you know, put 2 level 4s on the field fairly easily with this deck, and then you can just OTK them from there with double or nothing. So the opportunity to do those type of things is really prevalent in this deck. So just wanted to mention that. Next, I run 2 Call by the Haunted. You could run 3 of this if you want to. I found 2 was all I needed. And in addition to that, for traps, we run 3 Amazoness Onslaught, which is really, really good. If you guys have played Speed Duels, you see how decent that, you know, pretty good that card is in there. Like I said before, no comparison to real-life Yu-Gi-Oh! From Speed Duels, but the card's pretty decent in real-life Yu-Gi-Oh! Even. With utilizing Amazoness' ability for interaction in the battle phase, which is really nice. So those are all the traps I've run in the main deck. Pretty straightforward. Let's get on to the extra deck, guys. So the extra deck is also, like I said, fairly straightforward. We have our Dark Magician Field Center. But we run 2 Amazoness Empress. I feel like you do not need 3 of. And then we run 2 Amazoness Pet Liger. Pretty easy to go for these, I find. One card I run in the deck, that you can easily make this with Amazoness Spy, if you wanted to, is Soul of the Silver Mountain. This is an option, just a tech option. You can run it or not run it. It is completely and utterly up to your own discretion. But I like it in the deck as a tech option, Soul of the Silver Mountain. Because even sometimes I'll find myself with 2 spies on the field, and I'm like, crud cakes, I don't have anything to go for but links. And this card can pay dividends. So that's just a tech option in the deck. We have Tornado Dragon. We have number 41 Bagasucha. We have Utopia Double and Utopia, number 39 Utopia. So 39 Utopia Double and 39 Utopia. And then also Evil Swarm Exciton Knight as well. Those are for your rank 4s. For your link plays, I'm going to put the rest down here. We have Mrs. Radiant. We have Predaplant Verte Anaconda, which it's going to help you go a little bit more easier for your fusion plays, I found. So that's why I'm running it. Then we're also running Cerberus and Phoenix, as well as Unicorn. So we're running Nightmare Cerberus, Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare Unicorn. Mrs. Radiant really comes in handy because it can give you an attack bonus. Fairly easy to go for. I like it as a one-of. Verte Anaconda is going to help you go for your fusions. So I like these links in the deck. You can play around with which links you want to run, what level 4s you want to run, but this ratio has been working for me pretty well in the deck. And I know I probably may have not gone into the deck in depth. That's for the fact that I found when I was building this deck and talking to friends about this deck, actually, they were like, oh yeah, that deck that's really good on Duel Links. And a lot of those cards were already well known, so I didn't want to go too much in depth and waste your guys' time. But this deck is really fun to play, guys. Like, it's just such a unique, archaic deck in the way that it functions. The fact that it's going to utilize the battle style so much is really cool, and that's why I've always liked the Amazons. Like, it's just really cool. It's like an old school type of deck, and you know, that's why I've always liked it. But till next time, guys, take care, have fun dueling, good luck dueling. If you enjoy this video, please leave a thumbs up. I'm very tired at the moment, if you guys are wondering. It's 11 o'clock. I wanted to do this deck profile before I go to bed. So till next time, guys, take care, have fun dueling, good luck dueling. I'll see all of you guys next time. And remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Take care, everybody. And death by snoo snoo.